Okay, we're back. Let's talk public safety. Ron, first question.
I don't want to take up your time asking a question. What do you really foresee in the public safety as far as foot patrols and different patrols?
Well, here it is. We currently just changed some things around. We now have, we don't have a downtown unit, so to speak, anymore. We now have 2 walking men, 24/7, 365, without fail. And see, the downtown squad used to not work Sunday, Mondays. So now we have these 2 guys down there, 24/7, 365. You're still going to see the added coverage when there's events at the Maryland Theater, or we have some kind of events like the Blues Fest or Oktoberfest, or the St. Patty's Day 5K run, or whatever it is. We're going to see a better police presence. These guys have already made an impact, already, and they stop it in every business and they sign a log, and the business people look and see them, and you aren't seeing. Today, you won't see the same kind of problems that you saw a month ago. All right, they are keeping people moving. You don't have big crowds hanging out in the central lot. You don't have those kind of things, which is what they're supposed to do. So they follow direction very well. One of the things that also that we're doing is we beefed up our direct patrol unit, which used to be the old street crime unit. And they will go into targeted areas and fight the hotspot problems. So,
Colin.
So actually, I think Bob, you answered a lot of the questions. To me, I think, and this is a very difficult question, and I think it's oftentimes it's a question that every municipality deals with. I think oftentimes, and I think you hit on this, having a presence is the best deterrent that you can have. What other things do you see the city police being able to do? And we know, living in a city, that there are certain areas that are more problematic than others. There are certain shopping establishments that are more problematic. How can we, without doing anything that's illegal or unconstitutional or infringes on rights, make sure that we kind of break up those hotspots?
well, everybody has one of these. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Everybody that I know has one of these anyway, and I don't care who you are. Here's the thing that we're going to focus on. The county has an alert system already in place. We're having ours set up also, so that you can sign up and get alerts on your phone of something that's happened in an area that you should be wary of or take special notice to. Also, listen, if you see something,
Say something.
text something. You don't have to say anything. You just text it. And the point is that I'm going to give the FlipSide a cell number to the watch commander at HPD as a cell phone, and you can call that number, text that number, do whatever. And the good thing about texting, let's just say that something happens out at Long Meadow Shopping Center, and somebody texts something about that. All right. Well, maybe our officers are tied up and they can't get to Long Meadow Shopping Center at that very moment. All right.
But there's a record of something happening.
But 10 minutes later, since they were forwarded the text, they can go, hey, there's a guy in the blue shirt that we were, And so it doesn't matter. I mean, they have that information in their phone, and they can relate back to that, and they can see what they couldn't respond to begin with.
Now, let me ask you this: aside from, I think that's a great idea, but you're sending these texts in, so you're capturing the data. Is something in the back end capturing the data where it's providing some sort of metrics, some sort of patterns, trying to correlate that data to something more than just a log of text
You
messages?
IT guys are all what's that? How come? You probably have a program for that, right?
Yeah.
Not to my knowledge at this point in time.
Okay.
But we do have programs in place that track crime and do those kind of things. So, and we it's called predictive policing.
Actually, that's a good point, because the reason I was asking that, I know that Hagerstown was at one point a pilot city for this entire predictive policing system. So would it be possible, if that's still in place, to integrate that data into that system so that even if it's not an immediate response, we're building patterns? So we know, hey, at Long Meadow Shopping Center over the last 5 weeks, there have been 6 burglary incidents. And, pie in the sky, but it would be nice, because I think that would help our police to be a lot more efficient.
Yeah.
Well, I think the overarching, idea here is that we're you know, we're getting more technology and getting more advanced in the
Use it.
city, and
Right.
we're going to use it.
Right.
Bob, Mr. Mayor, thank you so much for
Sure.
joining
You're
us.
welcome.
We could talk all night
Oh, no,
about
I could.
things, and you could as well. Thank you again very much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Next
Thank
up
you.
on the flip side, are state lawmakers gearing up for a fracking fight? Find out in 3 minutes.